Travis Wayne Goodsell. So I was inspired to do this video as the whole First Presidency and Board of Directors are meeting for the last time this month and for the last time for the year. And of course that reminds me of George Albert Smith's prophecy that there will be a nuke attack on America on either Christmas or New Year's. So here we are. One of the two. Is he a true prophet or is he false? Well, there's many things to support it, especially Joseph Smith. They that come shall burn burn you. I've come to learn that I can trust Joseph, that I can then identify the forged documents, framing and blaming Joseph. Ex-foes and never-mos never figure this out. They never use the science. And so, this is the last weekend before the Christmas nuking. Bruce R. McConkie would tell us that Mormons would be collateral damage, regardless of whether we're faithful or not. And so, as the need for the fall of the great and abominable church must happen before they flee for the holy days of Christians, or actually pagans. But in saying pagan, that's the Christian term for it. I think it's more, isn't it Druids? With or is it witches? Is Christmas the celebration of witches? Is it Christians? Is that why you're trying to replace it? Just like you did to the Jews. Is that why you call the Jews witches? Bastards. Is Christmas a Druid holiday? Pagan Christmas. No! Scriptures forbids Christmas! Get out of here, Catholic Answers. No, Christmas is not a pagan holiday. We're all in, what is Christians being the top thing here? Virtually all the customs associated with Christmas, aside from its specific Christian theology, have pagan, or obviously, Captain Obvious, Druidic. Thank you, ZME Science, whatever ZME stands for, but I like that you put science in there and gave the correct answer. Central aspect of Druidic tradition was the celebration of the winter solstice. Thank you. Dear God. All wrong, abominable, and corrupt. There's a reason for the season. Interesting. So my mom's death, as punishment from God for what she did to me, is coming up in 2 days. Fascinating. Is it your turn, Dad? Which would be interesting, to have my dad fall at the same time the church falls. That would be cool. In case you've not been following me for that long, you have no idea what's going on. No idea. And so, is the church going to be discussing handing over the church to me so I can save your lives before the coming utter destruction of mankind? Will Pharaoh finally say, yes, here you go? You may go and worship the Jewish Joseph Smith and Book of Mormon. Eventually, he's supposed to say yes. Irene's supposed to lay his hands on my head, according to the 9/11 dream I had. I cannot get it emphasized enough for Mormons, as YouTube is on a full-on attack to murder you. YouTube, yeah, the Mormon employee ordered by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to murder you. Mormons can't understand this. Why would the church murder us? The church is true. It's led by Jesus. That was your first clue. It's false. All wrong, abominable, and corrupt. What's hard to understand about that? Why don't you believe Joseph? That was the first thing that came to mind when people attack me. That people said, no, Joseph was wrong. What? You're Mormon, right? This is what church am I in? The wrong church. Dear God. Joseph Smith is correct. As Jewish. He's the Jewish Christ. He's a seer. He's a prophet. He's a revelator. He's a translator. He's correct. I did the work. I became him too. The man like Moses. Only a handful, maybe, at the most, were here with me in 2020. All of them are still following me because they know who I am. They know the fruits that I produced that year. Where are the rest of you? Oh, you're dead? Nelson murdered you, huh? That was the final straw. Because the bishop in West Valley was kicking me out from attending church. He was shunning me by saying, we don't shun people in this church, get out. But it was my researching at the same time for the Carthage conspiracy, right, Oaks? In which I found out that Brigham Young had ordered the assassination of Joseph. And so yes, Willard Richards, John Taylor assassinated Joseph Smith. Every single year I do that tribute video on that day. Or when inspired prior to that day, because I'm being warned of the attacks against me to prevent me from doing those videos on that day by YouTube, under orders of the church. I have all the documents, I've done all the research, I've got all the receipts, even those directly attacking me. I've got the receipt that was the death sentence by all 15 in 2008. Nelson and Oaks are on that list, on that signature check. And all I did was decipher Paleo-Hebrew. Oops, they don't even claim translator. Why are they attacking me for being a translator when they don't even have it? They don't even claim it. They don't even speak it. Dear God. Wah. 6 years of my life they stole from me. There was no due process. I disappeared. And they tried to murder me. And all 15 back then signed the receipt to murder me after they were the ones who gave the order to murder me. And so, yes, this is why I'm trying to get the warning message out to you. They're gonna murder you. They've signed the check. All 15. To murder you. And they won't let you go. They won't give you religious freedom. They won't tell you the truth. They won't repent. They won't say they're sorry. They won't say they're wrong. They're gonna murder you. They used you to go out on missions and bring new recruits to pay them more money. To murder you in the end. Thank you for your loyalty. Bye-bye. This is a criminal terrorist gang. They're mobsters. And Mormons who get ordered to do their crimes are in denial somehow. Those in government, the chief of police, those who run businesses. Dear God. The church can't be true if it's a mob, a gang, a crime organization. You're being sex trafficked, prostituted. As they then tell you, you're the porn. That you're the violators of the covenant path. And all you young'uns have no clue that this is the knife you're supposed to kill yourself with for being disloyal to the church. And so, despite them taking it out, the penalties, that is, the penalty is still affixed for your wickedness. And they're going to murder you. They stole your money. They got you committing crimes for them. They're sexually abusing you. And now they're going to murder you. And they won't let you go. Last Friday, I did the video. Let them go, Nelson. Let us all go. And he said no, and ordered the YouTube employee to ban me from viewing content on YouTube. And you somehow think the church is true and you're going to be mean to me and abusive and hateful by demanding I tell the people that the church is true. You know, that works for others like Avraham Gileadi. But you never ran the test on me, did you? We're Jewish. And you just don't care. So, it's unclear as to whether they're going to do it a quick video or quick meeting, and that they're already done. They're already gone back home to flee the country, to be in a non-extradition country and watch on satellite news or whatever the nuking fireworks display over America. Don't know what it's going to be like. Just watch Terminator. Actually, I would like to watch number 4. Or is it 3? 3. Yeah. It's one where is it the woman from That 70s Show? I don't think so. Maybe. They keep using different John Connors as I get... Oh, nope. I'm still up. Still working. My hell, I thought the camera froze. And they're in their meeting. They're not going to be able to give the order. The Strengthening Church Members Committee might. Dear God. Terminator 3 cast. Christina Loken, Claire Danes. Yeah, it's not Christina Loken. She's the porno in that one. And they put her in shadows, and I still have Mormons and saying I can't watch that because she's naked. So yeah, Claire Danes is not That 70s Show woman. Let's see, filmography, Little Women, How to Make an American Quilt. Did the camera still get frozen? No, it's back, it's still going. I do worry that with that little glitch, that now the whole part will be off from the mouth to audio. Romeo and Juliet. Rainmaker. Les Miserables. Mod Squad. Good movie. And the TV show. The Rage in Placid Lake. Well, Stardust. Oh, I need to watch that one again. That's awesome. Okay. So, yeah, they're not going to let you go, Mormons. They're going to murder you. This is their meeting. This is their final chance to let us go so that we can be safe. Go build Zion. They're going to have to hand over everything. No money for them. They stole it from you. And your parents, and your grandparents, and your great-grandparents, and your great-great-grandparents, and your great-great-great-grandparents. And if you're younger than I am, you can add 1 to 2 great-grandparents. You typically aren't watching my videos. You think you know better than me. You're waiting for Jesus. You don't get it. Jesus is coming as mass murder. They've been telling you the whole time they're going to murder you. They've been blaming it on Jesus. They will not accept responsibility for what they are causing. They lie, they deceive, they will not tell you the truth. They did New Saints books, and they still won't tell you the truth, and they still lie about Joseph Smith. We got the Joseph Smith papers, and they won't tell us the truth. And so Mormons don't even believe that there's anything there that would need to be changed, because the church isn't making the changes. And so Mormons say, well, okay, if they're not making any changes, then there's nothing in the Joseph Smith papers for me to concern myself with that's essential to my eternal salvation. So what I've been doing the 19 July 1840 all this time, as the very election happened that Joseph Smith warned about, prophesied of, you miss it. And so you probably still think that it's hang by a thread, because you never went to the Joseph Smith papers to go to the original authorized source document. And if you're an Expo Nevermo, you don't care about any of that crap. That's all fake. You don't see that 2017 is the date that is in the beginning of the Book of Mormon. 1 Nephi chapter 1, verses 8 through 10. That's the 23rd of September, 2017. In the Book of Mormon. It's not a literal history. Neither is the Bible. That was Christianity. There's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can say if Mormons choose to be stupid. Choose not to believe. Choose to be sheeple to the slaughter. Sheeple to the slaughter. Good phrasing, Travis. Sheeple to the slaughter. So, again, I doubt they're going to let us go. But that's what we need to have happen. The fall needs to happen. The whole world will know about it. The transfer of authority needs to happen. The whole world of Mormonism needs to know about it. So that when I put out the call from Section 133, all Mormons who choose to go, you're not going to be forced. That's the church that forces you to do things and takes away your agency. Can come to Zion. Now it's going to be boring and it's going to be awful because no monetary system of economy. You can't bring your gold and silver with you. If you're going to complain, stay where you are. No complainers allowed in Zion. And so no, there won't be any underground economy. I will not allow it. If you are unable to love other people and help them to prosper, get out. Go be in the world and do a battle royal to the death. Because that's what you want to do. You don't want to live with goody-goodies. And so, yeah, there must be these prophecies fulfilled. And it has to be soon. If they're going to nuke us for Christmas, we need the time for getting you to Zion. We need the whole world of Mormonism brought to Zion. And so maybe after the nukes and the government collapses, that it would be easier to bring other Mormons to Zion, because nobody's going to want to come and live in America anymore because it's all nuked. But it takes time to travel. So, yeah, it's sad to hear all the murders that are going on. Family, that was devastating, because I was hoping that it was a gang shooting, that the 17-year-old boy had one of his peers that was being newly initiated into a gang, and he looked at him wrong, and so the other peer got his gang members to go and murder the family, and the 17-year-old barely survived. I'm assuming he survived. He's in the hospital. But to hear that it was the dad because he got fired because of a medical condition, and the police aren't locking up the business, which is most likely being run by a Mormon. Locking up the CEO and board of directors in chains, making a public display as ABC4 News Utah is there for live coverage with grief counselors. You not watch Terminator? The psychologist is evil. I miss the 80s movies. You have Die Hard that humiliated both the FBI and psychology. Terminator, Lethal Weapon. Everybody was humiliating psychologists for the fraud they are. And then our government gave them carte blanche over school kids in the 90s. And now they've destroyed America. Dear God. So, yeah, that's it. Just a quick video for you. Another nightmare. But it's more devastating for me because I'm the one that got all the revelation for this. I'm the one who got the education for this, to know how to warn you. And I've been warning you all this time, battling YouTube, battling the church, battling Mormons who are ordered to murder me, trying to survive, trying to get the word out to save your lives, and Mormons just want blood. The church wants blood. And you all know what that means. I just have to say Master Mahan, and every Mormon knows what I mean. I just have to say Helaman chapter 6, and every Mormon knows what I mean. I just have to say penalty oath, and every Mormon my age and above knows what I mean. Maybe not the women my age, depending on when you got married, prostituted. So, I mean, to have all the signs in the heavens happen, 100%. All the prophecies associated with those signs in the heavens fulfilled, 100%. And here we are. Signs in the heavens, 100%. And we're still waiting for the final 4. Technically the final 2, because once the 2 are done, I can then do what I'm ready to do. I'm prepared, I'm ready to go. But the fall and the transfer have to happen. And it's the church or our government forcing the church, compelling, I mean. Gently persuading. And so I'm very well aware. I've been wanting to retire because nobody seems to care. There is utter destruction warnings from Joseph in the Book of Mormon. And I don't want to be Ether or Moroni. But that is a scenario if Mormons choose it. That's the whole thing. You're choosing it. You choose to let others choose for you. So, after this video, I expect YouTube will then again attack me, once again. But yeah, I'm expecting that the Strengthening Church Members Committee will be on vacation for the next couple of weeks, won't you? I'll have free reign on YouTube to watch all the porn on YouTube. No. No. See, because I'm interested in women's fashion, have been since my mom put the Sears catalog on the kitchen table for us kids to do collages with. I went, oh, what's this? That looks interesting. Wow, sure enough, that's beautiful, lovely, of good report and praiseworthy. I want to seek after this. been having to hide my desire for women's fashion ever since. And so YouTube is perfect. And yet YouTube, because I believe in Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon as true, I'm being attacked for my religious beliefs. Religious freedom, huh? I call BS. But nonetheless, I have to make files and listings because YouTube's not set up right. You know, like I said with the rabbi, he's not being recommended to me. I clicked on his channel to watch his video, and YouTube still won't recommend him to me. If I go to a Mormon channel, yeah, I'll see Mormon recommendations for weeks, months, years. It's very blatantly obvious of the hatred of YouTube. If it's not just the Mormon employee, but nonetheless. And so yeah, today there were half a dozen women that are just gone from YouTube for being women. They're just doing try-on hauls, and YouTube bans them as porn, punishes them for being artistic, educational, and scientific. Every single video is an art video. YouTube can't touch them. The law says they can't touch them, and YouTube says, bleep the law, we're doing our own thing. Porn, which is a religious thing, is going to be imposed on everyone. At least until Trump takes over, and Matt Gaetz will be the administrator over YouTube. And so you're going to have child porn on YouTube. Gaetz needs a job now. So pay attention to the stock market. Pay attention to the bill for the federal budget, because if things continue to fall on the stock market, that's the church selling it off to flee. And with the budget, yeah, to destroy the federal government. 3 Nephi chapter 7. How did the Book of Mormon know? Mormons are just pathetic that they could be so easily conned. And when I come along, they want to burn me. And they know Abinadi. And yet, what is the word the Book of Mormon uses again for the burning of Abinadi? By who? By what? I mean, and the prophets are homophobic. Hilarious.